Welcome back to Credit Nerdery. It's your boy Genius, presented to you by Kaironeek Financial. Welcome back to Credit Nerdery. It's your boy Genius. We're back at it again. Today we want to talk to you about collections. Alright, so I want to just talk to you briefly about collections account, but I want to speak to you about a specific kind of collection. A matter of fact, not even specific kind of collection, but collection that is reporting to your credit that you never heard anything about. So there's a tendency of debt collectors to just add a collection account to your credit file without allowing you to know anything, and you just go to your credit, and it's when you check your credit or you get a notification, then you realize that you actually have a collection account reporting on your file. Before we get into that, let me just say this to you. If you are not monitoring your credit, you need to monitor your credit. You can have free credit monitoring from the three NCRAs, National Credit Bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. Open your free account with them. You don't have to pay for anything. Open your free account with them and get your notifications. If you have credit cards, a lot of time your credit cards have credit monitoring, but the issue is, depending on who you have your card with, then they might use one bureau, or they might use multiple bureau, or they might use a different scoring model. Credit Karma, we know, use a Vantage score, and CreditWise also, they give you from TransUnion, which is Capital One, and we have Chase, which give you your FICO, which predominantly give you from Experian. But anyway, utilize the free monitoring so you can really keep track of what's going on your credit file. Go directly to the three bureaus. They offer your file for free, Experian for free. They will try to sell you the monitoring, but you don't have to. You have the free version of it, and that is good enough for you to monitor your score. Now, what do you need to do when you go to your credit file and you see your credit file, an account just pop up on it without you being notified or was aware? That is not legal. That is not legal. This is a procedure that must take place, and this is where you will craft your letter attacking this. And as I said in each video, you will get enough information to take action on your own, write your letter yourself if you follow the guidelines that I'm giving you. If not, you can always check the description and we'll have a packet there. And if we don't have any there now, in the future we'll definitely have, because we're generating products and everything takes time, so we don't just want to rush. We're giving you the letters. For the collection, remove a packet that has 20 letters in it. We're not selling you one letter or two letters, 20 letters, right? And it's not about you just buying something. Imagine you have the opportunity to get off that lingering collection or getting it off for your client, and a lot of times you don't know what to do next. So our letters are constructed to respond to the possible moves that the bureaus and the creditors can make according to the law, because they have a limited amount of way how they will respond to you. And we have letters to answer anyway that they respond to you. So in the collection, remove a packet, there are 20 letters. And as I said, you don't have to buy or do business with us. If you don't want to do that, you can always book our services at KaironeekFinancial.com. You don't have to use us. Use the information that I am giving you. But don't sit by and let your situation and circumstances remain. And if you push out one letter, two letter, don't get any response, don't give up. Keep going, keep fighting, keep battling. All right. So if you turn up on your credit file, and on your credit file you see a collection that you weren't aware of, or the creditor or the debt collector did not actually message you, then this is how you deal with it. According to the FCRA, and according to the new rules as it relates to collections, this is called debt parking. What is debt parking? The collector just goes straight ahead, add the collections account to your credit file without notifying you. A collector should not add anything to your file without notifying you. Once they do that, this is grounds for you to get it deleted, because all debts are allegations. Let me say it again. All debts are allegations until validated and proven that it belongs to you. All the time, millions of people are contacted about debts throughout the year that doesn't belong to them. And sometimes people, because they want to get it off their file, they go ahead, cut a deal with the collector, agree with the collector just to pay it to get rid of it. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. All debts are allegations, and the responsibility to prove that the debt belongs to you is in the hand of the collector. If a debt collector call you, never answer the phone and identify yourself. Someone call you and you know that you have the possibility of having a debt. Hello? Allow them to identify themselves. The debt collector need to identify themselves before they can disclose your information. If they disclose your information to someone that is not you and give them your non-public personal information, private information, such as your name, your address, your social, or your account information, then that's a violation under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. That is a violation of your right to privacy, because the debt collector has disclosed your non-public personal information to a third party without your consent. So the debt collector, knowing that, will always try to get you first to identify yourself before they disclose who they are. So when someone calls you, if you suspect it's a debt collector, never actually identify yourself that it's you. Hang up your phone, let the debt collector deal with you through the mail. Or, under the new rules, they can deal with you through email and so on and so forth. Don't deal with them that way. Let them deal with you in the mail. Because coming through the mail, there are other possible violations that they might incur in dealing with you. Now, so that information is important for you to know why the debt collector has to actually verify that it's you before they can disclose anything. So the debt collector ought not to put any account on your file unless they actually know that it is actually you. That is several other violations under multiple laws, under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, under the Fair Credit Reporting Act, among other laws which we will cover when we deal with our other resources to actually accompany the collector removal pack. That will be in the description of this video. There are several laws that they violate, and if they put that to your file without contacting you or making sure it's you, several laws. It's not just the FCRA or the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. There are other laws that they violate. We'll cover those in other resources that we will give you and show you how to tackle that. So, because they have to verify that the debt belongs to you, then they have to first make contact with you before they can add it to your file. This is what is required under the law. The debt collector must try and contact you through writing, phone call, or another electronic medium, because as I say, they can contact you through email. They must make certain that it is you before they can actually disclose your non-public private information. What must happen is that the debt collector must send you out a notice and give you 30 days to respond to the notice. To that notice, you need to respond with a debt validation letter. Don't just acknowledge, say, oh yes, the debt belongs to me, even if you know it belongs to you. The debt collector must validate that they are dealing with the right person. So you deal with your validation notice, which we have that in the debt collection packet that we have. After you send out your validation notice, if they contact you within the 30-day period, then you can send out again a verification notice following up. Because you send out your validation request, they will send to you certain things, which is in the letter, that is listed in the letter for you. And you are asking them to validate that the debt belongs to you. If you do not respond, don't ignore this notice. If you do not respond within a 30-day time frame, the debt collector can assume that the debt belongs to you. Now, they must still follow a procedure before they actually add it to your credit file. Because as I said, if they add it to your file without following this procedure, it's a violation of your right, and it's debt parking, which is against the law. They must send out to you by mail, and they must wait within a reasonable time frame to give you a chance to respond to the allegation that you owe the debt. The law states that they must wait 14 days to receive back a notice of undeliverability, which means which medium that they choose to send you the notice through, it must be deemed undeliverable within 14 days, and then after the 14 days, they can actually try and put it on your credit report. If they end up. Now, you should actually allow them to prove that notice of undeliverability before they can put it. So you would write a letter. Basically, here's information that you can use for free. You'd write a letter to the credit bureau. You can write the debt collector too, but I would go to the bureau because this is how I do it when I have situations like this, where they add accounts without notifying me. I would write to the bureau, and the letters that I use are actually in the packet. And the letter that I use to deal specifically with this one, it's in the packet. And one of them, I don't remember if I have an affidavit in there. I just gotta look because it's 20. So this is how I craft that letter. I write to the credit bureau. It has been brought to my attention that you have added to my file an allegation of debt, which doesn't belong to me. The law requires, I'm giving you basically a paraphrase. You can always word it with structure, but I'm just giving you the spirit of what the letter should consist of. It was brought to my attention that you have added an allegation of debt by a collector that did not validate or verify that this debt belongs to me. Under the law, there should be given to me 30 days to respond to the debt collector and 14 days to respond to the debt collector, 14 days before they can add this to my file. Sorry for my rumbling right there. 14 days must pass and they should have a notice of undeliverability in order to add this to my file. I was never contacted by the debt collector at any given time, and you have added an allegation of debt to my file. I am asking you to remove this account immediately because it's a violation of my right to privacy, plus it violates my right under the FCRA permissible purpose. You have given a collector access to my file that did not have a permissible purpose, and you are invading my privacy. Something to that effect you will put in the letter. As I said, the pack of all of these letters, well written, neatly done. There are 20 of them. They deal with all kind of different collections, whether it's collections from the court, it's collections, medical collections, time bar, debt, all kind of collections. 20 letters. Letters to creditors, letters to the court, letters to the bureaus, every conceivable individual. 20 letters. So if you need help with that, you can see in the description the collectors remove a packet, and you will be in good hands. So let me wrap up this video. Before they put an account on your credit report, they must attempt to contact you. They must wait 14 days before they actually can do that. and they must have a notice of undeliverability. So if I'm going to write the creditor, the verbiage that I just basically paraphrase and give you, that's for the bureau. If you're going to write the creditor, you're going to write to the creditor and allow him to know that they have invaded your right to privacy by adding an account that was not validated and it belongs to you. And you are requesting a validation of the debt, and during this time you dispute the accuracy of this, and they need to contact all credit bureaus that they have shared that allegation with, because they have invaded your right to privacy and they have not followed the necessary procedure that is required under law, and you need from them also the notice of undeliverability. That gives them the right to assume that the debt belongs to you and also put it on your file. In most cases, they're not waiting for that, and that's how you get this account deleted. This is how you delete an account. If it is added to your collections account, if it is added to your file without you being notified first. And I usually don't have to actually go to the creditor when I attack this. And to tell you the truth, most collections that I have gotten deleted, I usually just deal with the bureau and get it off before I even have to do much work with the debt collector. So that's how you get these kind of accounts deleted. Have a wonderful day. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Blessings and peace and grace. Kaironeek Financial, Credit Nerdy, it's your boy Genius. I'm out.